Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of SCNS Live. I'm your host, Cora, but I'm not here by myself. Behind the board, making everything work, twisting those knobs, we've got the ever admirable Jason the X.
Ever admirable?
Really? I was trying to think.
You're trying to get something there.
I was trying to go with like something else in my brain was like effervescent. I'm like, no, that's weird. He was like, that's weird. That's not correct. Admirable. We'll go with that one instead.
I don't know. I kind of changed up the cameras a little bit because unfortunately we are missing two of our crew tonight. Cat Cast, we missed you guys. Hope y'all are here next week. But we had a pretty interesting weekend last weekend, didn't we?
We did. We were at Dallas Fan Expo, which, man, there was a lot going on and there was a lot of people to enjoy it.
I mean, they were expecting 50,000 guests.
Jeez.
And, I'm going to go ahead and say they probably surpassed it. Lots of great cosplay. We've already got some videos up. I am working on the cosplay red carpet right now. It's another cosplay video we did. But the event overall from Fan Expo, I'd say very tightly run.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of good things. The D&D room.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the D&D room and the little photo shoot room. Like,
Yes.
Abby Candyland did a great job with those
Absolutely
rooms.
fantastic.
The sets were so cute, and then the D&D room itself just, oh my god, it was so
Packed with
good.
nerds. It was so great.
It was fantastic, and everyone there, it was super
And
nice.
the crew that ran that place, man, they looked like they were just drained at the end of the weekend, but
I mean, but
awesome job. Let me
Yeah.
like them a little bit closer. I enjoyed everything about the con. I mean, not everything. While I will congratulate the people at Dallas at Fan Expo, they did a great event. Lots of good stuff. Maybe move the cosplay red carpet from out of the food area. But
yeah.
the problem wasn't really them, and it was the Kay Bailey Hutchinson Center.
Yeah, it was so hot in there. I don't know if, like, it was just there were so many people that the air couldn't keep up,
Y'all,
or
live in
what.
Texas. I'm thinking it was just a matter of capacity, but while the floor, and you brought this up, the floor was full.
It was.
Hard to move around. So how do we remedy this problem, Cora?
I mean, they could
Spread people out more so it's like a little bit, the heat kind of dissipates out?
open up, like, because they only use like about half of the arena for the
Right.
convention space. They could open up the rest of the arena, or like a third more.
Now, granted, they had the estheticians in. I'm sorry, you guys, but we need y'all gone next year. Fan Expo has grown enough where not only do they need the space, they can sell that space.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we had a packed hall for celebs.
We were packed in there like sardines. The only area that had space was the celeb area, which, yeah, I get that. The dealers area and artist alley, though, I wanted to wander the artist alley a little bit. I couldn't. It was just too jam packed. Like, everyone was walking in single file, and heaven forbid you want to stop at any point because you can't.
Yeah. So I think it's a matter of we can spread that out a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think Fan Expo deserves more space now.
They
Seriously. It was a good show, but we just need a little bit more room. We'll be good to go. And I want to also publicly on this channel thank my castmates from the show for like doing the bulk of the work. Y'all did all the work on Saturday. And I got to roam around in cosplay and feel like a real cosplayer. That was awesome. I posted a little video on my Instagram of the little Wolverine.
That kid was so cute. Oh my god.
That kid made my day. It was a little kid dressed as Wolverine. He saw me and he was just like, Wolverine. And we took a couple photos and pictures together.
Like, you made that kid's entire
That
weekend.
meant a lot to me. Thank y'all for doing that. But also,
Yeah.
I mean, some modifications for my costume. I'm thinking about putting a little helmet in there.
You mean a little fan in the helmet?
I was a Wolverine. I got a bunch of pictures. A lot of people wanted my picture. It was great. Yes, my cowl is over there. Had fun, but regardless, I'd say the event was really good. I heard there was a problem with the autograph lines, but when isn't there? You're dealing with celebs.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get over there anyway, so.
We got a great video by David Kay, the voice of Beast Wars Megatron.
Oh yeah, I like that video.
David Kay is awesome, but overall, I'd say it was a very successful event. Look for some more videos on the website and on the YouTube channel. Thank you, Fan Expo, for hosting us. And honestly, Y'all just need more space. It's gonna be a good
Yep.
show.
More space, and y'all have an immaculate show.
I'm thinking at least it had to surpass 50,000 people.
It had to. Like, if you told me there were like 60,000 people there, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but if we could get the arena side,
Ooh, yeah.
like that whole thing is one open floor. If we could get all that,
Yeah.
the dealers, the artists could have like their own area. Because man, I really wanted to go through Artist Alley, but it's like you said, it was so hard to traverse.
And honestly, this may just be my opinion, but I think the artists in any convention space deserve their own space to show off their work.
Go tell it on the mountain, sister.
Yep, because like Anime Fest does it, and I love it. I love them for it. They have it in a
I do
space.
like how they separate their artists out. Akon did that when they were at the Hilton Annex.
Yeah, Akon did it up until they moved
Right.
to the Fort Worth Convention Center. As far as I am aware, if they'd done it in years past, I don't remember it. From that point on, Artist Alley and Dealer Hall were put into the same room no matter where they went. And because of that, the artists kind of suffered. So I guess that's what they tried to do, fix it by putting them up front. Still messes with their profits, but whatever.
Overall, excellent event. I had fun. I think there was just a few things, and this con will be perfect.
Yeah, just little tweaks.
Yeah. We do want to start the show off by acknowledging the passing of John Romita Sr. He is one of the, he basically is accredited with the new style of Spider-Man. If you are familiar with Spider-Man art, you know he is the man that created that infamous, to give you an idea of his art, that famous scene of, you just hit the jackpot, Tiger. That was his art. He drew Spider-Man for many years. He was followed by his son, John Romita Jr. Sadly, he passed on at the age of 93 in his home. That was on June 12th, and John Jr. broke the news on the socials the next day. This man has contributed so much to the arts and the style of Spider-Man that is still used today. We definitely need to acknowledge his passing and the great work that he has put in. It's a shame. One of the, Alex Ross, who's a famous artist, he had this quote: "For me, John Spidey is a design of such perfection and beauty, so as to simply the greatest looking character." John Spidey is a design of such perfection and beauty, so as to be simply the greatest looking character in comics by his hand. And I couldn't find the words to say it. That was honestly beautiful, and we will miss the man, but his art will live on forever, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry to bring everybody down, but you know, we acknowledge the greats when they leave us. But let's kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news.
All right. Do you want me to do do you want me to do the fun story, or do you want me to do the angry story?
Just do it.
Just do the angry story?
I know what you're gonna do. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm sure everyone here is familiar with the works of Osamu Tezuka, and if you are not, Astro Boy, Kimba the White Lion, all of that stuff. This one, though, involves Blackjack, one of his most popular properties, in the vein of celebrating Tezuka 2023 and Blackjack's 50th anniversary this year of the manga. They're going to be publishing a new manga in Weekly Shonen Champion. But here's where it gets angry-inducing. It will be AI. They will be using Chat GPT-4 along with the New Energy, sorry, I had to write this down, it's big. New Energy Industrial Development Organization and Professor Satoshi Kurihara from the Keio University of Science and Technology, as well as as Makoto Tezuka from Tezuka Productions. It's unclear if they're going to be using AI art for the comic, but the script and writing will be AI generated. This is not the first time they have done anything AI, by the way. They did a manga called Paidon back in 2020, which they specifically use that AI to learn and imitate Tezuka's style. So there's a good chance that they're going to use the AI for the manga, for the artwork as well. And I've never been so disappointed to have a Blackjack thing.
As an artist, how do you just...
I already dislike AI art with a burning passion deep in my soul.
So, pretty much the consensus of every artist, we know quite a few as well.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it starts getting into the kind of art theft category.
Exactly. And with this one, it's like, it's not art theft. The people in charge of his property are giving permission and they're using it. I'm like, yeah, but the things they're using are now going to have that information, and Billy Joe over here can use it. That's not good. That's not good. It's also replacing writers and artists, which is a problem. There are people that specifically train, like I say specifically train, and I think y'all know what I kind of mean. Like they purposely mimic certain styles, like Osamu Tezuka. Yeah, they were so inspired by their works before that they learned how to draw in that style themselves, especially now that Tezuka has passed away, and they want to continue their stories so this way they can. That has much more credence to it than throwing it into a computer and just fixing what comes out.
I mean, I don't know. This is where this stuff is going to start getting accepted, and people are going to buy it.
I know.
It's going to get supported.
Blackjack is one of my favorite properties, period. I love Blackjack. I've been obsessed with it since high school.
I know it's one of your things.
I'm so disappointed in Tezuka Productions specifically for doing this. It doesn't feel like a celebration for Blackjack. It just feels like a cheap way to make some money off of the property.
I mean, that's you're right. I mean, that's the point, to make money. Also, I saw a meme that people have been passing around this week, and it was a picture of John Connor from Terminator 2, and it said, John Connor watching y'all make friends with AI. And he's like...
No, I wanted to go ahead. Oh, go on.
No, go on. This is your story.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Man. Oh, there's so much venom here. I do recommend, if y'all have never read or watched Blackjack, to go give it a try. It's actually really fun. It's one of Tezuka's more serious manga. It doesn't have a lot of fun it has a lot of fun jokey jokes. I shouldn't say it doesn't, but it does tackle a lot more serious subject matter and delves into a personal hobby he had with learning human anatomy and like human sciences and stuff. Like I want to say he had had like something in medical. Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time since I looked that up. I hope not. Don't quote me on anything. But it's a very interesting read, and if you don't want to read the manga, there's an anime, there's several movies. Do not watch New Blackjack. They tried to like modernize it, and it just looks bad. It's bad. Maybe that's why they're doing AI. Maybe they got burned too badly on Young Blackjack.
Well, I'm going to go ahead because since you've got one that you're angry about, I have one that I am furious about.
Oh?
I don't even know how to approach this because honestly, I thought this was going to go away. But today we got a leaked image from an upcoming movie by Sony about a Marvel Comics property. And that one is our first look at Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven the Hunter.
Ooh.
And here it is. It's Aaron Taylor Johnson in a leather vest with beard. And this is one of those times where I just go, wait, we're really doing this? Are we really doing this? Now, granted, Sony has a limited batch of properties that they can pull from. They have Spider-Man, and apparently that's it. That's all that's good. They also have the Black Mask, who's going to be played by Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny, but I don't like Black Mask. Anyway, after I saw this image, it was kind of like one of those things where, oh my God, we're actually doing this. Please don't. out of all the Spider-Man villains that I know and love, Kraven is not one of them. I don't want to love or know him. I am Kraven the Hunter. I am Sergei. I hunt. Very good. That's a terrible Russian accent, but someone's going to do that in this film. Probably not Aaron Taylor Johnson. Also, they're calling this a superhero film. No.
What?
No, it's not. Kraven is... No, man. So, apparently they're moving away from the hunter aspect of the character. So, he won't be Kraven the Hunter. He'll be Kraven the Conservationist. He is a protector of the natural world and an animal lover. To further this, we have other casting. Ariana DeBose will play Calypso, who is a Marvel Comics villain. Russell Crowe is going to play his father.
Russell Crowe. Wow.
Here's what I was... Fred Heidinger is playing Chameleon, who's Kraven's half-brother in this movie. But we also have Alessandro Nivola as the Rhino. This is slated to release October 6, 2023. Kraven the Hunter is being made into a real film.
You know, I do remember...
I hate this character. I have always hated Kraven the Hunter. I always thought Spidey should just like beat his ass because he doesn't have it. I hunt very well. Okay. I have amazing strength, a spider sense, speed, and could spank you all day, Mr. Furry Britches. I hate this so much.
I do remember when I think Spider-Man Homecoming had come out, like the first one, and we were talking about villains we'd wanted to see, and someone brought up Kraven, and you went on like a 30-minute rant about how much you hated him, and it was the funniest thing. You were so mad.
I remember that. That was all passion and venom.
Yeah, it was.
Really. Who greenlit this? This is happening. This is happening. In a million years, if you had said they were going to make a Kraven the Hunter movie, I'd have laughed in your face and smacked you. How dare you propose such a ridiculous thing?
And yet here we are. He's turned from villain.
Consulted on this. I am furious that this is happening.
And he's turned from a hunter to conversation. Conversation.
No, it's because I scrubbed my face before too long. But
man,
oh my God, this is
conservation.
This is coming to theaters. I want this to do worse than Morbius.
Oh my God, it might. You never know.
I mean, that was their last,
Oh, you're right.
So
you're right.
Yeah. I don't even. I have no words, man. It's just hard for me to actually deal with the fact that this is my reality now. I'm not gonna go watch. Wait a minute. No, I'm not gonna go watch this movie.
You're not gonna hate. You're not even gonna hate watch it.
Absolutely not. I'll maybe watch it at some other point. I refuse to spend a dime of my money or an inkling of my time to look at a Kraven the Hunter movie.
Here's what you do. You do what Eddie Burback did with Morbius. He went and saw Morbius 5 times in theaters, and instead of paying for a ticket for Morbius, he bought a ticket for Everything Everywhere All at Once instead. So the good movie got the ticket money.
Well,
you do that to peep in on Kraven the Hunter. Yeah,
well done.
But like after this video, you guys should go check that out. That man lost all of his sanity watching Morbius.
I almost want to just do the hate watch thing, but God, this is real. This is real.
This is the timeline we're in, man. How does it feel?
Sony, you're not just you're not scraping the barrel. You are not chiseling into the wood of the barrel. Who else do we got for out of all of the Spider-Man villains?
Yeah,
you have access to.
They chose that one.
Venom, Spider-Man, good going. You did good. You could have made. Hold up. Okay, thank you for Spider-Verse. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. But y'all could have just made a live-action Isles movie.
I would have been received a lot better than this.
Anyway, I'm not about to turn this into a 30-minute show of me just dogging Kraven the Hunter with his... I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I really do. He was Quicksilver. He was very good in Bullet Train. And he's so above this role. I was hoping he would be like the next Bond. Anyway, I got nothing left, or else it would just get worse from here.
Well, here, how about I pick up the mood with something that you care nothing about. Oh. All right, everyone, get your pointer fingers ready because it's time to play more Ace Attorney. And by more Ace Attorney, I mean if you missed out on playing the Apollo Justice trilogy of Apollo Justice, Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, and Phoenix Wright... Oh, I forgot to write down the name of that one. Hi. Spirits of Justice, that one. There we go. If you missed out on playing any of those 3 games, well, it's okay. They may not be on the 3DS anymore, but they will be coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC via Steam in a collection like they did with the first 3 games in 2024. I've played... Apollo Justice was the first Phoenix Wright game I ever played, which is very funny to me. I got introduced to everyone that wasn't going to be seen. And I've also played Dual Destinies. Both games are fantastic. If you love the Ace Attorney series and you haven't picked up these games, they're fantastic. Get this collection when it comes out next year. It's worth it. I'm going to get it.
I mean, this is a money property, right?
Oh, yeah.
Phoenix Wright games, they make the money.
They make the money. And you know what? They deservedly make the money.
I mean, at this point, we're just doing re-releases. Excuse me. Ooh. Some water or something. But, yeah, when is this coming out again?
We don't have a hard date. We just know 2024. For those who haven't played the Ace Attorney series or Apollo Justice, any of those, the property is basically you are a lawyer. You are a defense lawyer trying to prove your client innocent of murder. And the murders are very well thought out with like these really cool puzzles that you have to solve over a 3-day trial. And there are no normal characters except Phoenix Wright / Apollo Justice and maybe one of the prosecutors. I think I take that back. The only prosecutor that was a normal person was Miles Edgeworth. Everybody else is an absolute character. You have characters like Lotta Hart, who is a photographer, and she talks in Southern speak. I mean, she talks like this, and she is insane, and she does not like you.
Like you 5 minutes into returning to Georgia.
Yeah. Like, and it's all stuff like that. Your clients are also typically not normal people. They are all characters themselves. It's always a lot of fun. It puts like a fun twist on the whole murder thing and makes it more fun. With the original trilogy, you have like an overarching story that happened over all 3 games that you didn't see coming until the last case of each game. Man, that was a trip. With Apollo Justice, the only linking thing between them currently is Apollo, but again, I haven't played Spirits of Justice, so that might be different. I have to play that one now. But they're worth it if you like point and click story adventure kind of thing, because you get to like examine the room for evidence. Sometimes you get to like dust for fingerprints and like all this stuff. It's very fun.
Yeah, and they're perfect portable games.
Oh, they are. They're so good.
I mean, if you ain't getting this on Switch, what's wrong with your life?
Yeah. Highly recommend on Switch.
Well, I can transition right into some video game news that I'm excited about.
Ooh.
That I've been excited about for a while, and now it's just finally become... Speaking of things that have now become reality, this week we were treated to a trailer, a cinematic trailer for the upcoming game Star Wars Outlaws from Ubisoft, the makers of Assassin's Creed. And this is going to be a single-person, third-person action-adventure game set between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And I have the gameplay video here. and it is fantastic looking. First off, cinematics look amazing. My mic is too quiet. I am so sorry. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit.
That's the first time I've ever heard those words.
Wow. Okay. So that should be a little bit better. I hope that'll be a little bit better. It might be too loud now. But anyway, the game looks amazing. First off, we're getting third-person combat. There's a stealth aspect of it. We're going to have vehicle combat, space combat. These cinematics look fantastic. I'm sorry. I am over the moon. I have wanted an open-world Star Wars game for so long. Let me go back over to this so I can kind of move this over. I hope that improved the sound. A little too loud now. Great.
Yep.
Bring that down a little bit, then it's kind of hard to get your own sound when I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, like I said, you will be playing the outlaw Kraven, played by Humberly Gonzalez. Her companion, Nix, who is an reprogrammed assassin droid who looks very cool. It looks like he's a big droid wearing an overcoat. But I love space combat in Star Wars games. And this is like everything I ever wanted. I mean, like, look, Jedi Survivor and Outlaw, or I'm sorry, not Jedi Survivor. Oh, look, and it's kind of got a Grand Theft Auto aspect of it. Like, you've done some things, and the Empire and bounty hunters are looking for you. So you get to be basically a scoundrel type Han Solo character. The only thing I'm hoping for that hasn't been revealed yet is maybe some customization options, new skins, clothing, but definitely I want to customize this ship. The gist of the game is her and her companion, also played by D. Bradley Baker, by the way, who's done a lot of work in Star Wars, as they attempt one of the biggest heists the Outer Rim has ever seen. Like I said, the cinematic video was followed up by the gameplay video, which I'm showing you because cinematics are great, but I want to see the game, and the game looks fantastic. This is set to release in 2024, PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series. But wow, this looks just.
It looks
I'm over
great.
the moon. This is what I want. I know we've had the rumor that we're getting this game for forever. There's an open world Star Wars game coming. Well, where is it? Put it in my hands right now, and
Here it is.
so close. I will certainly be getting this for my PS5. I'm liking the setting that they put it in. Also, between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, it's kind of at that moment where the Empire was possibly they were probably most powerful in Star Wars, but the Resistance, the Alliance was having problems after Empire Strikes Back. But either way, sold on this game. Ubisoft is a great person to have picked this up. Thankfully, it's not EA. I'm sorry. No. EA is. I actually found out some news about EA where they actually didn't cancel Titanfall 3. It was the studio that canceled it. So I've blamed them for years. So I feel like I should issue them an apology.
Own up to it.
But regardless, yes, Star Wars Outlaws. I am so getting this game when it comes out. Also, you get a cute little creature that looks like a furry axolotl.
Yeah, that thing is adorable.
Is it axolotl?
Axolotl.
Okay. I was closer the first time. I guess it's just, it's a season for Star Wars games where you have cute creatures attached to your back that crawl around and stuff, like BD from Jedi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad this is coming out further in 2024. I might actually be tapering off of Tears of the Kingdom by then.
Maybe.
As we've both been playing the crap out of some Tears. How's Tears of the Kingdom, by the way? Let's finish up our video game talk. How you doing on there so far? Dying a lot?
Okay, so I've mostly been dying because I'm stupid. No,
We've all had a dumb death.
I have had like 3 at this point because I'll see water below me. I'm like, oh, I can dive into it, and it's shallow, so I just go head first into the ground and die.
So one of the things I make on because you asked me at one point what was my dumbest way I died, and I didn't have one at the time you asked. I got one now. I had my hover bike and I ran out of battery juice, and I was like, I can just make it to the edge, and I did. And then when I hit the ground on like the second bounce, I got thrown off the bike into a cliff. and died very quickly. So I'm just getting shrines. I'm doing my montage before I face sexy Ganon. So
I have found every gloom hand at this point, I think.
those things are terrifying.
I am more upset that I keep finding them. Last night I found 2 in a row. Within a 10-minute span of each other, I found 2. And I wanted to cry.
If you're looking for a lack of effort around here lately, it's because of Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Just love it. Anyway, it's a great game. So, all right. Well, that was mine. You've got another one, right?
Yeah, I'm not done with
Of course not.
video games. We're going to continue into the world of fun puzzle games, and I'm going to tell y'all about a hidden gem from the DS games called Ghost Trick. So Ghost Trick was a game created by Shu Takami, and if Shu Takami sounds familiar, he is the creator for the Ace Attorney series. This game was a hidden gem of Capcom. It was attributed to one of the reasons they had such low sales the year it came out, because nobody bought it. I tried to buy it and couldn't find it, so apparently they'd taken it off the shelves by that point. Essentially, the point of the game is you are a little ghost. The guy on the ground is you. You're dead. And you have several goals throughout the night. Who killed you? Why did they kill you? Why do they want to kill other people in this town? And how do I stop it? And that is where your ghost tricks come in. As a ghost, you can do various things. You can control certain objects. You can transfer yourself to different objects to move them. And so you're solving puzzles to prevent people's deaths. Like, so you show up, someone's dead. You can go back in time 10 minutes to see how they died and see what you can do to prevent them dying. Which is a fantastic concept, and it looks like it was a lot of fun. And thankfully, Capcom is re-releasing this game on June 30th, so the wider world can finally play this game. It will be available on the same consoles as Ace Attorney, so Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and the PC via Steam. There is already a demo that you can download for I believe all of those consoles as well, so you can give it a try, see if you like it. I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it when it comes out. I've always wanted to play this game. I know there's some fun little twists and turns in there that are gonna be really fun. Everyone's excited about this. It looks great. If you guys are kind of on the fence about it, there is a trailer on the Capcom channel. Just go give it a watch. It's introduced to you through Shu Takami. He's speaking to you in English. He worked hard to speak English for us. We should give it a try.
I'm a child, so I have serious questions about a game called Ghost Trick, and there's a dude with his ass in the air.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not. We'll just go back to that image. Like, my man is face down, ass up, and the game's got Trick in the title.
Yeah. So that is your main character, Cecil.
Okay.
You don't see in like. So,
why has Cecil clearly been roofied?
He's been shot.
Okay, that'll do it too.
I assume, I think it was in the trailer. He's been shot, and so he's trying to figure out how he died. By the way, he has only one night to figure this out.
Is that his hair or a hat?
Yeah, that's his hair.
Okay.
He's got one night to figure this out because in the morning, as soon as dawn hits, he ceases to exist. So he's got to figure all this out in one night.
Some of the games you find, I mean, you do a lot of mainstream gaming, but then you find these gems.
These really weird games.
Like, seriously, I'm still gonna say your existence on this show willed a Suikoden sequel into existence.
Yeah, and it did.
Like, I'm gonna give you your flowers on this one. Strictly your efforts alone, yelling into the void about Suikoden, manifested. Someone heard it somewhere. Developer was sitting somewhere. Huh? Who keeps saying that?
To be fair, we don't know if we're getting a sequel to Suikoden, but we know we're getting the revival of one, or the remakes of 1 and 2.
You poured gas on the spark, as they say. Anyway.
Yep. But yeah, Ghost Trick. Check it out. It's great.
Ghost Trick.
Allegedly. I haven't played it yet.
Okay. I got one more after John Remy. So after the I did 4, right? So my last story, you're gonna close it out this week. You know when Twitter was slightly good? Well, it ain't no more. I exist on Twitter mainly as the dog in the room. This is fine, mainly because I just want to watch the world burn. This has just been a disaster and a joy to watch since it has happened, since Twitter changed ownership to Elroy. But now, there was a problem with Twitter a while ago where they were streaming, people were getting accounts and streaming movies that were currently in theaters and licensed music and all these things. Because, see, Twitter used to have this thing where people enforced things, not just, Johnny Mini Numbers who wants to yell the N-word all the time and then throw up some Nazi symbols. They weren't just there for that. They were also there to moderate content as a whole. And without those people, it was abused. And people were putting up all kinds of crazy things. Well, now, the bird has been hit with a $250 million lawsuit alleging the social media platform breeds massive copyright infringement. True. Absolutely true. That harms music creators. While they said this has been going on for years, since things have changed at Twitter, it has only gotten worse. And it is citing more than 1,700 songs. Okay, first off, one of these songs on this list is All I Want for Christmas Is You. And honestly, Mariah, everybody owns that song, okay?
Yeah, at this point, it's...
I was gonna make a joke to that song, and I'm hoping I get lucky on parody. Uptown Funk, Outkast. Ooh, no, you don't mess with Outkast. No.
Ooh, don't mess with them.
No. Anyway.
Leave them be.
As a quote, the availability of videos with music, including copies of publishers' musical compositions, furthers Twitter's financial interests, both because it drives user engagement and thus advertising revenue, and because Twitter does not pay fees to license musical compositions. Providing free, unlicensed music gives the Twitter platform an unfair advantage over competing platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, and others, who do pay creators.
Yep.
So, $250 million, and this is kind of a slam dunk case. Y'all did it.
It's
if it exists on the internet, it ain't ever going away.
There's a reason there's a thing on the internet called the Wayback Machine.
Mm-hmm. The lawsuit also is saying that the sweeping layoffs that Twitter did were the direct cause of this. Copyright content in general goes absurdly far protecting the... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Of course, Elroy had to say something stupid. Current copyright law in general goes absurdly far beyond protecting the original creator. Overzealous DMCA is a plague on humanity. I want you to go try that in court.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is not going to hold up.
Man.
Because, I mean, we are able to use licensed music on any video that we create on YouTube, but the creator will get a share of the revenue generated from that video.
Yeah.
Same thing with Facebook. Same thing with TikTok, because everybody wants their song heard on TikTok.
Yeah, there's...
Facebook and Instagram with their reels and everything.
Yeah, I mean, songs from when I was in high school have suddenly blown up because of blown up again because of TikTok.
And those people are getting money for their creations, as they should. You put your passion and your artistic talent and skill into composing this piece, you deserve your money. I'm going to go ahead and say that.
Yeah.
It's not overzealous DMCA. Someone made something from their own hands, their mind. They deserve to be paid for it. As a content creator on YouTube, I understand, but this is not going to hold up in court.
No.
This can only get, mind you, this isn't everyone. This is just one lawsuit. After this is successful, this is now precedent to use other lawsuits. The movie industry has not even come after Twitter yet. This is just the music industry. All the people whose movies got pirated and there's evidence that it happened.
Oh, they're gonna just like...
Y'all pissed off Disney.
Of all the companies, you
Their
could
lawyers
piss
are
off-
better.
Of all the companies you could piss off, why'd you choose Disney? Why did you play that game?
Disney be just creating her horrible lawyers in a lab somewhere. Can we put fang teeth on that one? No? Okay, no, that wouldn't work. Okay. Just so
Sharpen the canines just a little.
good luck. This lawsuit is filed in the district court for the Middle District of Tennessee. So yeah, it's out there, and
Yikes.
that's why you need moderators, man. Don't just say, "Oh, we're going to change the script." Okay, some things need to be left in.
Yeah.
So, good luck. I just, I'm amazed that when this was happening, honestly, I was just like, this is not, I said, this will not end well. And to the tune of $250 million, it's not ending well. Anyway,
Nope.
that is it. I'm tapped out. You're up next, cuz.
All right, I've got one last story for you, and it's one that I'm sure everyone's excited about. I forgot to grab a picture of it because I just thought about using it while the show was going on.
Oh,
Yes.
I can get you. What?
Final Fantasy 16.
I may not be able to get you.
So there's a demo out now. It is a free demo. And before you ask, yes, the save data does transfer over to your game if you get the Final Fantasy 16. But that's not all that's in the demo. So the demo is about 2 hours long. It's split between two sections. In the first section, it's kind of like a prologue with the protagonist Clive and of course the pupper that you can pet. There's already a plush for. You can pre-order the plush of this dog, and you should. It's very cute. Taking place years before the events of the game take place, which means that you are a much younger Clive. And then the second part of the game, you are going through a dungeon that is much, much later in the game with a much more overpowered Clyde. Or Clive. I keep saying Clyde. It's Clive with a V. Obviously, the last part, or the second part, is to, like, give you a taste of the combat. You can fight the different icons, which is, like, the point of the combat system with this. I'm sure you get to test out the accessories, where you get to, like, make the game harder or easier for yourself. Which, man, I still love that that's a thing that they've added. Like, I love it. It makes it accessible to everybody.
Okay, first off, I have to show this plush.
It's so cute!
Oh, goodness. My daughter's going to want this.
I want it. Like, look at it.
It is.
It's
It is quite adorable.
so cute.
Oh, she's squeaking.
They knew what they were doing. Like, they did a 6-hour live stream to talk about the launch.
The plush?
Well, it was to talk about the launch, or I'm sorry, it wasn't 6 hours, it was 4 hours. To talk about the launch, talk about the demo, stuff like that. And the first thing that I brought out was that plush.
That thing will not be for sale anywhere.
It's on, I don't know if the pre-orders are still open, but they opened the pre-orders during that show.
This is gone. This thing is gone.
It's going to be one of the hardest things to get. It's so cute. But again, this demo is free. You can go download it on your PS5 right now. They don't have it on PC, unfortunately.
Ooh, PS5, really? Ooh.
Yep, it's for PS5. So go download it on your PS5.
I might have to come up for air from, I don't know if I can.
I mean, it looks really good.
Yeah, what's our release date for Final Fantasy 16?
June 22nd.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. Damn, I need to just clone myself. No, absolutely not.
No. Listen,
Skip that.
We don't need more than one of you, please. I don't want to be...
Oh.
I don't want the pick which one to shoot dilemma to happen.
You don't shoot either one. It's not like there'd be an evil one or anything. They're both evil. There you go. So just, there's no good one. Might as well just live with both of them.
I don't want to do that.
I'd be my own tag team for wrestling.
I don't want to do that. Anyway. They also had some other stuff along in the demo they were showing off, like, they've got hunts in them, kind of like they do in 14. I don't know completely how they work. I didn't get to watch the full live stream. My computer kept crapping out. But they've got hunts, so you can go go attack monsters. During the live stream, they had other like game streamers playing the demo. I do remember very specifically there was a female streamer who was like, all right, I'm not going to die this time, and just got one shot in. And her chat was just roasting her.
Big talk.
Yeah, big talk.
Never say that, right? Never say that.
And like there was one dude like
5 days.
Yoshi P had to like keep steering them away from things because they're like, oh, what's that over there? And going to monsters they're not supposed to see yet. Because they had like a special demo, and he's like, no. Trying to shoo him away from the spoiler.
Yoshi P just pulls out a pistol. Move. Get away from there. What did I say?
I mean, honestly, if I'm playing a game and Yoshi P of all people is like, oh no, I'm gonna stop dead in my tracks. I don't want to angry Yoshi P.
But see, how unfair is it to release a Final Fantasy 16 game this close to a Legend of Zelda game? This is a conspiracy.
I mean, it might be, but like we also haven't had a mainline Final Fantasy game in a while since 15.
How dare they? How dare they do this to me? I mean, everyone.
You're just mad.
It's just me. It's just
you're
me.
just mad at yourself.
No, I'm mad at not
not
me.
at yourself. You're
How
mad at.
dare they do this?
They couldn't have predicted.
You wouldn't
this.
ask me to choose between one of my children, even though we know which one's the best. Anyway,
Wow.
they're gonna watch this years from now because this will be.
I mean, there's one child right there.
Oh crap! Anyway,
Anyway,
they know too.
that's all I've got.
This game looks so good. I just can't.
People are saying people's first impressions are that they don't think that like it's very very divided. There's people that are like, no, this is less of a Final Fantasy game than whatever their remake of the first one was, and there are other people like, no, this is great. So it's gonna come down to what you feel is best. I think based on the trailers, it's looked more like a Final Fantasy game than half the other
I believe the diehards are going to be very happy with this one.
Yeah, like I feel like the people that are saying that it's nothing like a Final Fantasy game did not play the classic Final Fantasy games. I mean, I didn't play the classic ones, but my first one was 7. That was my introduction to how Final Fantasy works. And I found out about 3 years later. So, who knows? And this is, again, me making speculation. I'm not saying anyone specifically, like, hardcore, yes, this is my answer.
Like
This theory.
Spike Production. They're both going to think they're the favorite, or both are going to think it's the other low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Yoshi P has always been a really big fan of classic Final Fantasies, and everyone knows that if you play 14, because they keep referencing it. The entirety of Endwalker is just a giant reference to Final Fantasy IV, as I am learning from everyone that played Final Fantasy IV, as they tell me the tale of the game as we play, and why this character is significant. And I'm like, okay. I just smile and play along.
Well, I think that's all we got for this week. We hope our compatriots will be here next week. I'm checking something before I get up. Hopefully I'm going to have some news next week. Some big news,
some newsy news
to break on the show. Some SCNS news, so you want to tune in. It's going to be really exciting. But anyway, yeah, that is our show. Take us out of here, Clara.
All right. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us this evening. We hope you've had as much fun as we have. If you want to check us out anywhere other than YouTube, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I think we have a TikTok, right? Sure.
Yes, we do. SCNS Live.
TikTok, all of the social medias at SCNS Live. But if you want to follow us individually, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at CorodonoArt. Where can they find you, Jason?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX.
All right. And with that, I guess there's only one thing left to say and to keep in your hearts.
Keep on nerding.